Hey guys, what's up? This is Kozmotown here, and today I'm gonna do an updated deck profile for my Cosmos for Shining Victories. Before I get this deck profile underway, I've been actually thinking about what version of Cosmos that I want to play for Shining Victories. Like I want to play pure Cosmos with the control build. I want to play Fire King Cosmos. Yes, I know Fire King Cosmos deck is really good, but at this point, I thought to myself that you guys probably already know the deck list for Fire King Cosmos and how the deck works and plays. So I decided to make my updated version for my Cosmos for Shining Victories a little bit more unique, creative, and interesting, and take my own different build for my Cosmo deck for Shining Victories, because you know it is more fun that way. It is more fun that way. That's what I meant to say. I mean, what's the point of me doing a deck profile that you guys already know about, which is, you know, Fire King Cosmos? Because like I said, you guys probably know what Fire King Cosmos, like what his deck list is and how the deck plays. So that's why I rather do my own take and show you guys my own version of Cosmos for Shining Victories. Alright, so without further ado, I'm just gonna get right down to the deck profile. So for the pilot, it's 3 Tin Can. For Shining Victories, Tin Can is still very good. It's still a really strong opener, because this card sets up for your plays. Like, this card sets up your graveyard and it makes Cosmojo and Call of the Haunted really strong. Like even on turn 1, so 3 Tin Can is still needed in the deck. I mean, you guys can minimize the count of Tin Cans in the deck, but I like 3 Tin Can because, like I said, this is a really good card turn 1, and it's an easy +1. Okay, this Strawman really good from mid to late game, or anytime if a game drags on too long, because this card combos well with their big ship that are like banish. So yeah, Strawman is really good for aggro plays and also OTK plays in this deck. 2 Soartroopers, same with Strawman, really good mid to late game. Because this card can bring back Tin Can for easy pluses, bring back Strawman from the graveyard for OTK plays and aggro plays, and this is a good card for rank 3 plays as well. So yeah, Soartroopers is really good. On Wickedwitch, a lot of people don't play this card anymore, and I like it because this is still a good 19 beater that cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects once per turn. So that effect alone makes this guy count as 2 pilots, because it's gonna live for at least 2 turns. So yeah, and this is also good for OTKs, because this is a pilot so that you can like tag out for a big ship or a Darklady in that matter. So yeah, card is really good. Speaking of Darklady, to Darklady, this card is like insanely good. Like, the fact that this card does monster effect is like really good in the mirror match, and also in like the current decks being played right now. Like, cards good against Big Fire, cards good against any of the BA variants, and also cards really good against Monarchs as well. And the fact that this is a pilot makes this card like even more broken. So 2 Darklady in the deck. 1 Farmgirl, because that's all you need. I mean, there are still OTK loops that you can do, but I feel like 1 Farmgirl is enough for the deck, because Farmgirl right now isn't very good. So yeah, those are the pilots. Now for the ships, it's obviously 3 Dark Destroyer, like really strong, really solid card. 3 Sliprider to pop aggro, and also rank 5 plays, and also infinite plays. 2 Forerunner. In this one I'm running 2 because I running the Kaiju engine, and Kaiju engine is like really good in this deck, because this card falls to monster flags like Majesty's, Dark Law, and sometimes some certain back row. And this card is only here for if you give them the Radian, you can bring out the Forerunner and then crash and then get Forerunners effective flow. So that's why I'm running the 2 Forerunners, and its effect to give you life points during your sample play comes in clutch too, because you do pay a lot of life points with the Darkladies and the Soartroopers, and sometimes even Strawman. So yeah, cards will be really good if the game drags on too long, because this card helps you recover and evens the game stay. So yeah, 2 Forerunner, and also since I'm running 2 Forerunners, I do run a few rank 7. So yeah, if there are 2 Forerunners on the board, I can overlay them to 4 rank 7 plays. So yeah. 1 Landwalker, this card is like really good, because if you have Kozmotown up, they can Regeki and Dark Core you. So yeah, Walker's really good. And the fact that if this guy dies, he can full look to Darklady is like really good as well. 2 Dark Planet, really good, really big. 4K beater that can negate spells is like really huge against Monarch, because Monarchs rely on majority of the time they rely on spells, and if you manage to drop this against Monarchs, it's like almost certainly game. And also if you drop this, they cannot system down you during game 2. So yeah, guys like really good. And also Dark Planet works really well in conjunction with Tincan, because if you summon Tincan and drop this on the same turn, Tincan will set up your graveyard with 2 Kozmo monsters, so that when your opponent's turn comes around, you can negate 2 spells with Dark Planet's effect. So this guy's really good. And also the reason why I'm playing 2 Dark Planet is that you can banish the other copy from your hand to drop the Dark Planet from your hand. So that's why I'm only playing 2. I mean, you guys can play 1 if you want, but you neg 2 if you summon Dark Planet that way, and definitely not 3, because you're gonna have that and breaking hand. So I'm just playing the 2 Dark Planets for consistency. And 2 Maxx's cards like really good right now. And for the Kaijus, I do play 2 Radian to crash with the no. What I meant to say is that, like I said earlier, you give them this to get rid of a monster, and then drop the Forerunner, and then have the Forerunner crash into this, and then you get Forerunner's effective float while it is destroyed and sent to Libya. So yeah, cards like really good. And 1 Gameciel and 1 Jizukiru, because I do play the 2 Slumbers. This card is like really underrated right now, I think, because Slumber is like really good, because if you play this, it dark holes the whole board, and then each player will have 2 cousins on board. So you first play Slumbers, dark hole the board, and then you either give them the Radian, the Gameciel, or the Jizukiru. And if you have a way to get in the Forerunner and the Pilot in hand, you give them the Radian, and then you give us a Gameciel, because this is a level A. So if you have a way to drop Dark Destroyer, you can go into rank 8 plays, or just make Hope Harbinger, because I do play Hope Harbinger still. So yeah, you give them the Radian with Slumber's effect, and then you drop any Pilot, and if you have a Forerunner or a Dark Destroyer in hand, you summon the Pilot, banish it to bring out Dark Destroyer or a Forerunner, and then if you bring out the Dark Destroyer, you pop the Radiant and then like attack per game, and if you drop a Forerunner, you can have it crash into Radiant, and Forerunners will get the effective blow since it is destroyed. So yeah, like these cards are really good, and I'm playing this over Humongous, because this is this is a 33 beater, which comes in handy against Monarchs and in the mirror match, because this card, it gets over Airbus and Ether, and also it gets over any of the big ships. So that's why I'm playing that. So yeah, moving on to the spells, it's 3 Kozmotown, 2 Mission Teleport, 2 Allure of Darkness, because there are plenty of dark targets in the deck now. There are 2 Radians, 2 Dark Planets, the Soartroopers, the Wickedwitch, and the Darklady, and the Dark Destroyer. So yeah, there are plenty of targets for Allure of Darkness targets. And 2 Slumbers, like I said, like this card is like really good. Dark Core's the board. You give each player Kaiju, so depending on the plays that you want to make, you need to be careful on which Kaiju that you wanna give yourself and also to your opponent. And also you can also banish this card from your graveyard to search for Kaiju from your deck. So yeah, cards like really good. And for the traps, I do play a few, which is only 25, which are 2 Mojos. Kaiju Mojo is really good, but I don't wanna draw multiples or open with multiples because opening time it's gonna be dead, and if you guys play more than 2, it's gonna lead to dead and breaking hands. So that's why I'm playing the just 2 Kaiju Mojos and 3 color wanted. So yeah, that is a main deck. Not with the extra deck, I don't really go so much, but it's an option for me to go into. But rank 3 is Leviair, really good with Soartrooper, and then you can do the Soartrooper play, make this, and bring back any of the pilots, and go and just do an aggro play from there. Yeah, Leviair is really good. Brixor, really good. Pop your ships, pop town, and pop one of theirs, and then you get the ships effective load, and you get a search with Kozmotowns. So that guy's really good. Grampulse is like a Brixor, but instead you pop aggro, and still if you pop town with Grampulse's effect, you get a search. Centaurea, because there are times that came up where I do have 2 Strawmans, even though it's not gonna happen, but if there are going to be times where there are 2 Strawmans on board, I can overlay the 2 to make this, and since it's effective bounce monsters to the hand, it doesn't target. So yeah, guys, green the mirror match because you can bounce the chips back to their hand. So yeah, guys, like really good. F0 for the mirror match. Big Eye and Red Eye Spoiler Matter for rank 7 players with the 2 Forerunners. Flare Matter is really good against the Fire King Cosmos because they do play a lot of life points to like go for their plays, and if you happen to have a way to get into 2 Forerunners, you can like push for damage and then overlay into this and then just burn them per game. Like this card is insane in like against Fire King Cosmos. And also as long as this card is exhaustion material, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects, so cards decent against rogue decks as well. Volca and Gaia per game. Pleiades, Darando is good against the mirror match because it can stop town and their pilots affect the tag out. So yeah, guys, like really good. Nova, Infinity, Harbinger, which is really good against Monarchs, and the Dante because I do side winner cherries. Alright guys, so yeah, pretty much wraps up my updated deck profile for my Cosmos for Shining Victories. I don't really quite sure what to call this deck profile yet. Maybe I'm gonna call it Kaiju Kaijus or Kaiju Cosmos, but I think while I was playtesting this deck at local DN and Watcher Pro, it playtested pretty well, and I highly recommend you guys trying out this version for Cosmos because the Kaiju guys, which I do play in this deck, are like really good right now because it gets around so many cards and also a lot of monster plugins. Like it gets under Dark God, it gets under Mesa Spin, and it takes like a Beatrice, and Beatrice will not get the effect because it wasn't destroyed and sent to the graveyard, so it doesn't get the float. And also Kaiju cards in general, it also plays along a lot of aggro. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I put the Kaiju cards in to get around a lot of cards. So yeah, if you guys at least try the Kaiju engine in your decks, or at least like in Cosmos like I did, because Kaiju cards are, I think in my personal opinion, I think they're like really broken. Alright, so yeah, that pretty much wraps up my updated version for my Kozmo Kaijus for Shining Victories. And this is Evil Force. Don't forget to comment on this video and also like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel Evil Force 360. So yeah, and with that being said, this is Evil Force 360 signing out. Peace out guys. Peace out.